very sign you've been asking for. There is a shift happening in your life, not loud, not chaotic, but steady, undeniable. It's guiding you toward a union, a bond that feels both unfamiliar and strangely like home. You are not just stepping into a relationship, you are stepping into a new chapter where everything begins to realign. Don't skip this, because what's being revealed to you now is rare. Your partner, the one you are about to meet or fully recognize, carries a presence that calms the noise within you. They are not perfect, but they are real in a way that feels grounding. When they speak, it won't just be words, you will feel a sense of clarity, as if confusion has no place around them. There's something about their energy, it doesn't rush you, it doesn't overwhelm you. Instead, it invites you. It makes you feel seen without needing to explain yourself. And that feeling, that quiet understanding, is the beginning of something deeply meaningful. But here's what you must understand, this connection is not just about love. It is about movement. You are being prepared to leave behind what no longer fits, to relocate not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. Yes, you are getting married. And yes, your life is about to change location, environment, rhythm. But stay till the end of this journey, because something huge is waiting for you within this transition. The signs may feel subtle right now, a feeling you can't explain, a pull towards something new, a sense that your current place is no longer your final destination. That is not coincidence. That is alignment beginning to take form. And your partner, they are already walking toward you, carrying pieces that complete what you've been holding onto for so long. But there's one detail about them, one defining trait, that will surprise you more than anything else. And that will be revealed next. Look closely now, because what you're about to realize will change the way you see everything. There is a quiet strength within your partner that most people overlook at first. They are not someone who needs to be the loudest in the room, yet somehow, their presence is always felt. It's in the way they listen, the way they notice the smallest details about you, the way they remember things you thought no one ever would. This is not ordinary. They carry a depth that has been shaped by their own journey, moments that taught them patience, understanding, and a rare kind of emotional awareness. And when they step into your life, it won't feel like chaos, it will feel like balance finally arriving. Don't skip this part, because this is where it becomes real. Your partner is someone who values stability, but not in a rigid way. They believe in growth, in moving forward, in building something meaningful step by step. And this is why relocation becomes part of your story, not as an escape, but as a conscious decision to create a life that reflects both of your dreams. They will not force you to change, but somehow, being with them will make you want to evolve. Not out of pressure, but out of inspiration. And here's the moment that will stay with you. There will be a conversation, simple on the surface, yet unforgettable. In that moment, you will feel a sense of certainty you've never felt before. No doubts, no overthinking, just a quiet knowing that this person is meant to walk beside you into your next chapter. Something huge is waiting for you in that moment, a realization that this connection is not temporary. But there is still one more layer to uncover about them, something that explains why this union feels so different from anything you've known. And that truth is closer than you think. And now, something deeper begins to surface, something you may not have expected, yet it will feel undeniably right. Your partner carries a vision, not just for themselves, but for the life they want to build with you. It's not about grand displays or empty promises. It's about consistency. The kind that shows up in quiet moments, in small decisions, in the way they choose you again and again without needing to announce it. Don't skip this, because this is where everything starts to make sense. They see the future in a way that aligns with your hidden desires, the ones you rarely speak about. A home that feels peaceful. A space where growth is natural. A life where both of you can breathe, explore, and become more without losing who you are. And this is why relocation becomes more than just a move. It becomes a turning point. A place where you both step away from what once defined you, and step into something that reflects who you are becoming. New surroundings, new energy, new rhythm, but most importantly, a new sense of belonging that doesn't feel forced. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you inside this realization. There is a moment ahead where everything will feel still, almost like time pauses just long enough for you to understand what's happening. You'll look at them, and without saying much, you'll feel it, a deep recognition. Not rushed. Not confusing. Just clear. And in that clarity, you'll realize this connection isn't here to test you, it's here to support you. But there's one final truth about your partner, one detail that will explain why this bond feels so steady, so rare, and so different from anything you've ever experienced before. And once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. And here, the final layer begins to reveal itself, quietly, yet with undeniable clarity. Your partner has something that cannot be imitated, a steady loyalty that doesn't fade when things become uncertain. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, but it is constant. And in a world where things often feel temporary, this kind of presence will feel like something you've been searching for without even realizing it. Don't skip this, because this truth changes everything. They don't just see who you are today, they see who you are becoming. And instead of trying to shape you, they stand beside you, allowing you to unfold in your own time. That kind of respect, that kind of patience, is what makes this connection different. There will be moments where you question the speed of everything, how quickly things align, how naturally the idea of marriage and relocation begins to feel right. But when you look at them, really look, you'll notice something rare. They don't create pressure. They create peace. And that peace becomes your answer. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this realization. When the time comes to move, it won't feel like you're leaving something behind. It will feel like you're finally stepping into a life that was waiting for you to arrive. A place where your energy feels lighter, your thoughts clearer, and your heart more open than it has been in a long time. And your partner, they will be right there, not ahead of you, not behind you, but beside you. That is the sign. Not perfection. Not intensity. But a calm, steady presence that chooses you, every single day. And when you recognize that, you'll understand why everything had to happen exactly the way it did. But wait, there is one last revelation, and this may be the one that touches you the most. The reason this connection feels so powerful is because it arrives when you least expect certainty, yet somehow brings it with complete calmness. By the time this person fully enters your world, many of the questions you've carried for so long will begin to fade on their own. No struggle. No confusion. Just knowing. Don't skip this moment, because something huge is waiting for you here. Your partner's description becomes clearer now. They are thoughtful, deeply observant, and carry a quiet confidence that doesn't seek approval. Their smile has warmth to it, the kind that instantly makes unfamiliar places feel safe. Their words are intentional. Their actions match what they say. And perhaps what stands out most. They make the future feel less intimidating. Where others may have brought uncertainty, this person brings direction. They help you see possibility where you once saw hesitation. Even the idea of relocating, of stepping into a completely different environment, will feel less like a risk and more like an invitation. An invitation to begin again. There will be a moment, simple but unforgettable, when you realize this is not just about finding a partner. It is about finding your person in the truest sense. The one who understands that marriage is not about changing who you are, but creating a life where both of you can become even more of who you were meant to be. Stay with this feeling. Because soon, the signs around you will grow stronger. The unexpected conversations, the sudden opportunities, the quiet inner pull toward change, they are all pointing in the same direction. And when it finally happens, you will look back at this very moment and realize you were being prepared all along. And just when you think the story has settled, a new feeling begins to rise within you. It's subtle at first, a quiet excitement mixed with calm assurance. Not the kind that overwhelms you, but the kind that stays, steady, grounding, real. This is how you'll know everything is aligning exactly as it should. Don't skip this, because this moment holds a truth you've been waiting to feel. Your partner doesn't just walk into your life, they recognize you. There's an unspoken understanding between you both, as if the connection didn't start the day you met, it simply continued. Conversations flow without effort. Silence feels comfortable, not empty. And in those shared moments, something shifts inside you. You stop searching. Because you found what feels right. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this realization. The relocation now begins to feel closer, more real. You'll notice how things start arranging themselves, opportunities appearing, paths opening, decisions becoming easier than they used to be. It won't feel forced. It will feel guided by a quiet sense of readiness. And your partner, they will stand as your anchor through it all. Not by controlling anything, but by reminding you, through their presence, that you are safe to move forward. That you don't have to carry everything alone anymore. There will be a moment, just before everything changes, where you pause and take it all in. The place you're leaving, the life you're stepping into, the person standing beside you. And in that pause, you'll feel it fully. This is not just a transition. This is a beginning. But there is still one final piece, one last message that ties everything together and reveals why this journey had to unfold in this exact way. And once you hear it, everything will feel complete. And now, the final message finds you at exactly the right moment. Everything you felt, every quiet sign, every unexpected shift, every moment of doubt turning into clarity, it was all guiding you here. Not by force, not by chance, but through a path that slowly prepared your heart to recognize what truly matters. Don't skip this, because this is where everything comes together. Your partner was never meant to rush into your life. They arrive when you are ready to receive them fully, not from a place of need, but from a place of understanding. And that is why this connection feels different, it's built on awareness, not uncertainty. You see them clearly. And they see you the same way. There is no need to pretend, no need to hold back parts of yourself. What you bring, who you are, is enough. And in that space, something rare begins to grow, a partnership where both of you feel supported, respected, and quietly strengthened by each other's presence. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this realization. Marriage, for you, will not feel like a sudden leap into the unknown. It will feel like a natural step forward, as if everything in your journey has been leading you to this moment of alignment. And relocation, it will no longer feel like leaving behind your life. It will feel like expanding it. A new place where your story continues, not resets. A space where memories are built with intention, where your days carry a different kind of peace, and where your future feels open, not uncertain. And your partner, they remain what they have always been from the very beginning of this journey. A steady presence. A quiet strength. A calm certainty. And now, as you stand at the edge of this new chapter, you understand something deeply personal. Nothing was random. Every step, every delay, every moment of growth, it all led you here. To this person. To this decision. To this life that is waiting for you to step into it. And as you move forward, you won't need to question it anymore. Because this time, you'll simply know. And just when everything feels complete, a deeper understanding gently settles into your heart. This is the part no one talks about, the quiet after the decision, the stillness where everything becomes real. It's not filled with noise or grand moments, it's filled with presence. The kind that reminds you you've stepped into something meaningful. Don't skip this, because something huge is waiting for you in this calm. Your partner begins to reveal even more through the smallest things. The way they check in without being asked. The way they give you space when you need it, yet never feel distant. The way they hold your dreams with care, as if they are just as important as their own. This is where love becomes visible, not through words alone, but through consistency. And you begin to change in ways you didn't expect. You become softer with yourself. More patient. More open to what's ahead instead of holding on to what's behind. The fears that once felt heavy start to lose their weight, not because they disappear instantly, but because they no longer control your direction. Stay till the end, because this realization is rare. Relocation now feels like a quiet adventure rather than a challenge. You begin to imagine the new space, the new routines, the new memories waiting to be created. And instead of wondering, what if it doesn't work, you start feeling, what if this is exactly what I needed? That shift is everything. There will be a simple moment, no big announcement, no dramatic scene, where you look around and realize you are exactly where you are meant to be. Not because everything is perfect, but because everything feels aligned. And your partner, still right there, steady as ever, reminding you through their presence that this life you're building is real. But even now, there is one final reflection left. One last feeling that will settle everything within you and leave you with a sense of peace you haven't felt before. And that is where this journey truly completes. And now, the final reflection arrives, softer than a whisper, yet stronger than anything you felt before. There comes a moment when everything slows down, not around you, but within you. The questions stop. The need to figure everything out fades. And in its place, there is peace. Don't skip this, because this is what everything was leading to. You begin to understand that this journey was never just about marriage, or relocation, or even your partner. It was about you becoming ready to receive a life that matches your true self. Your partner didn't complete you. They met you where you finally stood complete within yourself. And that is why this connection feels so steady, so real, so lasting. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this realization. You'll notice how natural everything feels now. The shared routines, the quiet conversations, the simple presence of each other. There's no need to chase moments or force emotions. Everything flows in its own time, in its own rhythm. And in that rhythm, you find something rare. Contentment. Not the kind that stops you from growing, but the kind that gives you the strength to grow without fear. You no longer feel like you're searching for where you belong, because you've created it. Together. There will be a final moment of awareness, simple, almost silent, where you look at your life and realize something profound. Nothing needed to be rushed. Nothing needed to be forced. Everything arrived exactly when you were ready to understand it. And your partner, the one described to you through this journey, stands as proof that what is meant to align with you will do so with clarity, not confusion. This is the life you stepped into. Not by accident, but by becoming who you needed to be to recognize it. And here, at the very end, something quietly beautiful reveals itself. It's not a grand moment. It's not loud or overwhelming. It's a feeling, one that settles deep within you, as if everything has finally found its place. Don't skip this, because this is the truth you were meant to carry forward. You realize now that the journey was never about chasing a perfect partner or a perfect life. It was about alignment, about becoming so clear within yourself that when the right person appeared, you could recognize them without hesitation. And you did. Your partner, the one who stands beside you now, was never meant to change you. They were meant to walk with you. To share the silence, the laughter, the growth, and the quiet victories that only the two of you will fully understand. Marriage, in this light, no longer feels like a destination. It feels like a continuation. A steady unfolding of two lives choosing each other, not once, but every single day. Stay with this feeling, because something huge has already happened. You chose differently. You trusted what felt calm instead of what felt uncertain. You allowed yourself to move forward, even when you didn't have every answer. And because of that, you stepped into a life that reflects your truth. Relocation becomes a symbol now, not just of a new place, but of a new perspective. A reminder that you are allowed to begin again, to create, to expand, to live fully in what you've chosen. And as everything settles into its natural rhythm, you notice something simple, yet powerful. You are not searching anymore. You are living. And in that quiet realization, the journey completes itself, not with an ending, but with a beginning that feels like it was always meant to be yours.